kind of devil sorcery is this?
The heck is this gloomy place right outside of town?
Aye, verily, is this that place that Italian hero of legend Mario has gone through, and that door, that adventure with that door that lasted 1,000 years? I will sit here and make Arthur like a stage place nut that just makes video game and ever references, because I will make every goddamn reference I want.
Those are all the stage plays. Can I go in here? I want to go inside. Been meaning to follow more of these stage plays that you watch, that you favor so greatly.
I try to tweak Guinevere sometimes to them, but she seems to have other plans. Again, Lancelot, you are silent during this conversation that I'm having with you.
I mean, I couldn't imagine what other plan that she would have.
Lancelot to the audience, bony plan for me. You stab that ground.
Take that, ground.
Yeah, that's sustenance for Arthur here.
What kind of an attack is that? Is that even an attack?
Well, I'll get this horse and then take care of him on this horse, so you can get that horse.
Yeah, that's not even an attack. You try to do the heavy. You try to do the heavy attack, and it just rears back.
If you do the Mega Crush thing,
me off that horse.
You do the Mega Crush thing, it sends the horse off in a charge. You lose the horse, but it sends it off in a charge. You kill that magician with a horse.
Well, I was
that
trying.
was the greatest trick ever.
I was trying to see what happened if I hit defend, but I mean, I'll take it.
It's worrying that we call you Fat Man. Do they not respect you as much? To join our army, we'd respect you. We'd call you Biggie, and the other guy Smalls. Okay.
Can you like die? Okay, cool.
Oh, y'all need to back off of Arthur here real quick.
Flaming arrows! They've upgraded their technology.
Oh, they had that last time. Oh, I leveled up! Oh, man.
Oh, geez, you're going places.
Verily, I shall now conquer these ghouls and ghosts that I've heard much about.
Now give me the money. I want to level up. I want fancy armor. Yeah!
Quickly, we shall verily take care of these ghosts and ghouls that I've heard much about. I think we shall handily take care of them.
I do not believe we quite have the weaponry for that, though I imagine a sword should suffice. Your lances are perhaps the best.
I hear shield works against the devil, but I'm confused on that one. Thought my Christian beliefs would have held against him, but I guess smacking him with the shield works just as well.
Maybe it's a holy shield.
It could be that too. Oh wait, I read that wrong. It's just the Bible. You just smack him with the Bible.
Oh, okay, that makes far more sense.
I would love that so much. Just like some form of media just had like some priest or something just go up to the devil and smack him with the Bible, and that was enough to defeat him. It's like, really? You're this much of a bitch now? This magician keeps throwing me. He's quite devious with his strength.
For being a magician, you wouldn't imagine strength would be as...
You think
forte.
Strength would be the dump stat. Either that, or
jump kicked me.
Either that, or I rolled quite terribly on that one. 'Tis verily possible. Sometimes Arthur just has a bad day.
Sometimes you get bad rolls.
You know, we're just giving soul ideas now, right? Like, just as a heads up, we're gonna have, like, eventually a campaign moment where a magician just grabs one of us and talks us across the way.
I don't want that.
It would be hilarious. It'd have to be set up with a one-liner of, like, I'll make you disappear! And you just get launched across the scene or something.
Yeah, I don't want that at all.
Wee. Arthur has fun jumping. You're all free to join my army, by the way. We'll treat you better.
Muramasa, what the crap? Where are we?
What is this Asian sorcery that makes sense now?
Did we just walk out of town and, like, into Japan?
That explains why Japan is connected to Great Britain on the map. There's so much that makes sense now.
Also explains where all these tigers have been coming from.
I mean, that might help. It also explains why Percival's a Buddhist. That Buddha, he is quite a person. I hear
I cast meteor!
I hear that Buddha character is friends with Jesus in present-day Japan, by which I mean the future. They are quite good pals, and work well together.
Bless anime Jesus. Blocked me. Sure.
That knight just giving us gold.
I don't know if... Do I avoid meteor if I... Yes, I avoid meteor there.
I think you have to. I think he might be invincible, because I don't know if you could hit him up there, because he was flashing.
I'm getting real tired of your crap here, Muramasa.
Were you even alive?
Who, by the way, wasn't even like a swordsman. He was a smith.
Swordsmith, right?
He's a smith. Maybe he's just using the name Muramasa as... it got me. Maybe he's like using a Muramasa sword.
I guess. Isn't the whole point of those things are just cursed?
I'm gonna be honest, I am a little bit fuzzy on my Muramasa.
What am I thinking?
Lore.
Is it Muramasa or Masamune is the cursed one?
I could not tell you.
Because I know one of them is cursed. Supposedly cursed. Every time I draw this sword, it must taste of blood. Oh.
Oh, I got like crap crawling around in my sword now.
It's quite harder to move around in this armor the more it gets.
Take that, barricade.
Lancelot, you've fairly taken care of that barricade.
Man, I got this big old fancy sword now. Is that even like a reasonable sword to use in battle? I don't think it is.
My sword has been barely reasonable to use for a while, so...
Like, the more ornate a sword gets, the cooler it looks, but generally the less efficient it is.
These guys are using spiked clubs, and they're probably more efficient to use than this thing.
Like, I'm trying to think what... The little spike thing on the back of the sword, isn't that used for, like,
If you're referring to the pummel, you can use that as a defensive, as like an extra attack kind of thing.
I mean, like that little, the little spike in the middle of the blade, the back of the blade.
For these guys?
For me.
Oh, for you?
Yeah. I'm trying to, like, stand there and show it off, and then just kick him
Well, yeah. Give me a second. What are you talking about specifically?
Just like this spike.
That little thing?
Yeah. Like,
I mean,
that's used for something, isn't it?
I mean, you could probably use it for the whole thing. Like, you look like you were wearing more of an executioner's sword, to be honest.
Like, I seem to remember
Though, these guys definitely have executioner things.
Like, I seem to remember something about, like... Or at least this is how,
How did that shit feel?
at least I seem to remember something like how pikes work. Or maybe not pikes, but like warhammers. Where like the spiky part is used for like piercing. So you could like hit it with that and cleave, like poke into a helmet or something. I don't know what the point of it is on the back of a sword. I mean, I guess maybe it gives you that little more pinpointy...
It might be just for crushing, for weight-wise.
Like, gives you a little more pinpointy action if you hit somebody with the back of your sword.
I was trying to.
I just gotta book my way over there.
I was pressing in to continue, so it kind of inferred that as like, oh, you're going in real fast. I think it might just be to give it extra weight to crunch down, because it would be very heavy on the back with that. So you're probably swinging really hard with a sword here.
And especially in
which is always important to a sword, is to actually have good weight to it, because that's how you get it through bones if you need to be.
Yeah, especially back in
Get the treasure. I'll take care of this foe.
especially back in
Oh,
like
I leveled up. You get this treasure then.
yeah, especially back in like medieval times.
I mean, if you people are hearing the clanging, that's actually more appropriate for the way these sword things would work. We both leveled up.
Yeah, especially back in medieval times, the swords weren't. Their focus wasn't having like the cleanest, sharpest edge. They had sharp edges.
Oh,
that
they
was
did.
the point.
They were more, to be honest, they were more like ornate clubs at that point.
Yeah, like they had sharp edges for darn sure, but they were also just had a lot of meat behind them. They crushed more than anything else. It was like a sharp club.
It's kind of the difference between the katana and the longsword, is that the katana is more meant to cut through things, while the longsword's more like bash, 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 bash.
Yeah, like the katana
Shake
has
somebody.
Yeah, comparatively, a katana has very little weight behind it. It's not crushing anything.
I wonder if I can smash this.
Ah.
No, you cannot. One,
But
2,
it'll
3.
cut something, let me tell you. I tried. Didn't make it, but I tried.
Oops, it's too close.
Man, can you guys, like...